Hey guys, what's going on? Digital here. We got some gameplay footage of Two Worlds 2. You guys haven't noticed, I haven't been playing Medal of Honor very much lately, and believe me, it's for good reason. This is probably one of the best RPGs I've ever played, and I've played my fair share of RPGs. So this mode here is part of the online game modes. It's called Adventure. There's 7 parts to Adventure, and there's also more modes like Deathmatch, Duel, and some kind of crystal game.
There always seems to be a few more.
And there's also a village mode, which I'll show later. Here, this is pretty much the beginning, the level 1 dungeon area. As you see, there's a lot of monsters, but I'm kind of plowing through them pretty easy. I pretty much know where I'm going at all times on this map, so if it seems like I'm going fast, that's pretty much why. One of the things I do want to point out is this game. I've never seen a game that looks this good visually. When I saw the opening cinematic, I was just blown away by it. It's just so good. Here I end up just kicking that wolf in the face. Snuck up behind me. Here's our first NPC stop. He'll tell us about the shenanigans that's going on here in the wilderness. I should have just skipped it, but I let it play through the whole thing. I don't know if you guys can hear the audio of it or not, but he just tells you that there's some undead in a cemetery that are wrecking havoc, and you gotta put them back in their place. But yeah, I don't know when this will finish up.
Only through the daylight hours. Others have looked to me.
Then I can get on my merry way and
but my magic is for the living, not for the dead.
But yeah, I don't know. I picked up this game probably.
I know you can hold your own.
What is it?
What I'm saying.
Like 3-4 days ago, and I've been playing it almost non-stop. It's that good. Here we go. NPC finished. As you'll notice, that my swords, they look like they're on fire because there's an upgrade system in the game where you can add elemental attack to your weapons as well as your armor for resistances. There is a shit ton of skills in this for mages. The only disappointing thing is melee characters kind of get shaft in this game. As you'll see, I just used my first area of effect skill there. Wipe out the whole crew there. You'll see that glowing thing on the right there. That's a teleporter. Every so often in adventure mode, you'll pass a teleporter, so if you die and you've unlocked the teleporter, then you can just teleport back to that location. You can also buy personal teleporters, which you place on the ground, and only you can use it. And you can also pick it back up, so it's money well spent if you buy one and you use it. You can also find them in the end in the dungeons, which is pretty cool. Alright, approaching the cemetery here. The monsters, as you'll see when I target them, they have, right below their name, they also have the resistances. Since I'm so high level, the resistances don't really matter to me, but when I first started this, I was having so much trouble in this area because of the resistances of the undead, and I figured out that if you use different types of weapons on the certain types of mobs, then you do more damage. For instance, the necklaces there, if you use a sword attack, you won't do as much damage to them as you will with a bludgeon weapon like a club. So that's one thing to keep in mind whenever you create your character. I ended up making dual sword, but I do end up planning to go on to maybe like legendary mallet with a sword or club with a sword for some variety. But one also good thing about this game is when you're doing dungeons and you're looting, and you just, you keep dungeon running and looting the same place over and over and over, you build up skill points. This game, you don't just get skill points for leveling up, you also get skill points for doing certain things like crafting, alchemy, and also killing monsters. And saving up those skill points that you earn by doing other things will help you create a better character in the end. And I've seen characters already that they're not focused just on melee. They switch their weapon sets to mage or ranger, and they just wreak havoc on all platforms. And that's what I'm gonna probably end up doing down the road. But for now, I'm straight melee, and it's working pretty well for me. One also thing to keep in mind is make sure whenever you enter an area you know what type of monster is coming at you, because if you're not careful, the shamans or the ranged attack monsters, they can really rape you. I found that out the hard way when I first started playing, nobody helped me when I first started playing, but I found out that whenever you go into a room, if there's a mage or a shaman or a ranged attack monster, you want to hit those first, because they're the most powerful and most dangerous, also the weakest. So, a few swings will take care of those real quick, and you won't have to worry about the damage, where you can focus on the melee characters. But once you dispose of the ranged attack monsters, you have to focus on the next biggest threat, which is the monsters that carry two-handed weapons like stabs or javelins or whatever. But they can do some serious damage too. And the last ones you want to worry about is the melee characters with like one sword or one club or something like that, because they're the least they do the least amount of damage. As you can see, looting from regular mobs like those wolves back there, they give you, like you saw, wolf heart and different things like that. Those items can either be sold to NPCs for money, or you can also use them for alchemy. If you'll see there, I just ran past it, but there's also flowers and ferns and trees and stuff that you can pick, and you can gain like apples and eggs and different types of things for alchemy as well, which can boost the potency of your potions and do a hell of a lot of cool stuff. But as you can see here, it's the scenery is outstanding. Like, I haven't seen a game that looked this well designed in a long time, especially for an RPG. And it might not look that good to you because this has been recorded in standard definition, but believe me, it's well worth it. Another good thing I want to point out just there is, if you saw in the top left corner, it said saving character profile. In this game, when you're playing online, there's autosaves. So if you get disconnected halfway in between a match, and you're thinking, oh shit, I'm gonna lose all that shit that I got, or I'm gonna lose all that experience, all that gold. Well, every 2, 3, 4 minutes maybe, that saving character profile comes up, and if it saves, then you don't lose all that stuff. So that's a really good thing to have on an MMO like this. If you got kicked out and they didn't have that, you could lose some serious dough and some really good items. But now as we approach the end of the dungeon here, the first one, just gotta keep in mind that these RPGs, it takes a lot of time and effort to build a character. but you know, they can be some of the funnest games that you'll ever play. You know, as you see there, I just finished the dungeon, but I'm gonna head back and
Congratulations.
get my aura for winning, and then head back here and unlock 2 chests. Now, this little mini game thing, you have to press the triggers when the chisel goes by the slots, and once you get all the slots, you unlock the chest. And some, you know, decent items you might get, or some shitty items. You know, it all depends on your luck. I've come in a game where, you know, I got an item that was probably 15 levels above me that I could use later, and I've also come in a game where, you know, I unlock a chest and I get just a potion, which is kind of a drag. But here's another look at the mini game. So unlock the chest, and look inside, and as you'll see, I got a skill book, which is very lucrative in the end game. And that's the end. Hope you enjoyed it.